It's another K-Town beat.
YouTube, it's your boy, Mr. Outliner. I'm back. Y'all already see the texture of the hair that I'm working with. It's thin right there in the middle. Man, what we gonna do? How we gonna cut this down, man? This man actually gave me $100 for this haircut. So, I didn't know he was gonna give me $100, but I felt like I had to put the work in for this thing, man. I just wanted this haircut to come out hot, fresh, you know, like cooking some Subway fresh out the oven, hot. You dig what I'm saying? That's what we trying to do right here. But anyway, so I decided I need a 2-guard, right? We're gonna use a 2-guard. We're gonna knock this thing down. We're gonna see how the hair lay, and you know, we're gonna go from there. You see, got a little ways working. Actually, he was growing his hair for 2 years. Somebody else cut it before me. I guess they knocked it down, cut the 2 years off. And he came to me to get it right. You know, he came from out of town. So yeah, so that's what we doing. I wanted you to see the texture, see how I'm working it. You see where it's thin at. I just want you to pay attention to all of that, because at the end of the haircut, you want to make everything be able to blend in. And right here, you don't want to put too much pressure with your clipper in a spot that's thinning, right? Because it's thin right there, because I don't know how he had his hair. I don't know if he had dreads or what, but you know, it's thin right there. So we want the sides to blend in with that, a little bit around the top, but mainly we just want to keep everything as consistent as possible and to camouflage it and make it all blend in. Now here, what we want to do is just start our first guideline. Yes, we're doing a taper. I forgot to tell y'all what haircut we was doing. So yes, we're doing a taper, doing the taper fade right now, right? We're getting everything consistent, and we're gonna do that to both sides of the haircut, right? So you can remember exactly what you did on one side, so you can do it on the other side. This will help you, and also help you to go faster with your haircuts. Now we're gonna take that same 2-guard that we used on top. We're gonna open it up, and we're gonna take some of the bulk off in the area that we want to do the taper. You see how high I want to come? I want to come to the corner of the edge up in the front, and I want to do the same thing to the other side, so everything can be consistent, everything can stay the same, and once you get done with the taper, it'll all fall into place. Now after that, what you want to do, you want to take your 1-guard open, and you want to start bringing up, fading into the 2-guard that we use, right? You want to get ready to start taking away the bottom line, but you want to come up about a ½ an inch above the first guideline that you made, right? So you want to go about in between, you know, the line up where the edge up is, and how high we went with the 2, and how low the first guideline is. You want to work in between those 2 points, right? And you want to do that on both sides, but you want to work the guard open to close, right? And you want to use the corner of the blades, because why? We don't want to create more lines. What we want to do right here is blend. Using the corner of the blade is gonna help you blend, right? So just remember that using the corner of the blade is gonna help you blend. Also remember, open to close. A lot of these times I'm doing open to close, and I do that so you can follow it easier. I can probably do it, you know, you could probably go half close once you get used to it, and you'll understand exactly how you want to do it. Now, next thing you want to do is you want to take, you have no guard on, you want to go open. So the thing that I'm not using here is my half guard, right? And I didn't use the 1.5, right? So you want to use the corner of your blade, open to close, no guard, and you want to remove the bottom line. So it's 2 guards that I didn't use here. I didn't use, if you notice, I didn't use the 1.5 to create this taper, and also I didn't use a half guard, and a lot of times I don't use the half guard anyway on most of my videos if you follow them. But the key thing is I didn't use the half guard, so I have you know, more time to spare. I can, you know, speed up the haircut that way. Also learn how to, you know, use less blades to get the look that you're trying to get, right? We're gonna use the corner of the blade to make sure we're not creating a line and to get this fresh blend. Now, once you get to the back, it's the same concept. We use no guard, we use our clipper to create a guideline, and then we use 2 guard to debug. We use a 1 guard, and then we use no guard again. Same process, open to close, same exact steps. Now, once you get done with the fade, you can start the lineup process. And since we got everything already taken care of, we can start that. So, you know, the back of the lineup, probably I never show y'all this, but this is like the easy part. You just basically follow the neckline and try not to bring it in too much. But you see, now I want to talk about the detailers right here, because the detailers, this is why this is my favorite blade. You see how easy it takes the hair off, right? Because it gives that sharp look, right? If you have your trimmer set properly, they gonna hit. And I made a video about it. I'll try to put a card up, or you can go down to my last 2 videos and I did how to set your trimmers, how to 0 gap them, and how to set your trimmers and how to make them hit, right? So make sure you tune in to that video if you haven't already. On the other side, we do the exact same thing. This is quick, this is easy. Just follow the neckline, go up, don't bring it too high around the ear, and then we'll be all set. Now, y'all know what's next. We got the Mr. Outliner Detailer Mist. Look in my description if you want to get a bottle of this, or you can go to MrOutliner.com and all my products are on that page, and you can order them and I'll ship them to you just like that. Now, the thing that the Mr. Outliner Detailer Mist does is it keeps the hair in place. It makes the area dry so you can create crisp lineups. Right, this is an assistant to having your trimmer set correctly, right? Because it's gonna give you that extra So what we want to do right here on the lineup is start in the middle. Now, also when you use the spray, you want to make sure that you give it a chance to dry up. This haircut, the lineup was a little tricky because kind of thin in the corner a little bit. One side was a little higher than the other, but we made it work, right? And you can see right here, you have to take your time with a lineup in order to get it right, to get it crispy. It's not just always just everything just fall into place. Sometimes you got to work at it a little bit, and that's what I did right here. I worked at it a little bit till I got the look that I wanted to get. After you get that part done, you want to turn and you want to work the vertical bars, right? And I was trying to show y'all on the camera how I did it, but you want to pull out. You see how I'm going towards his nose? You don't want to push back towards his ear, because if you push it back towards his ear, then you push back his lineup, right? You want to create the lineup as natural but as sharp as possible, and you see that's what I try to do on every haircut. As my name goes, Mr. Outliner, right? So you have to have a system in play. You have to know the steps that you're going to take on every haircut, and I use the exact same steps, you know, as far as lineup, even as far as how I do my tapers and stuff. I'd have the exact same system I use all the time, right? And that's going to help you go faster also. So here I'm stretching the skin. I just want to clean it up. The lineup is already sharp, but we're going to make it sharper in a few. But this is one side. Now we're going to cross over and do the other side. Now this is what we have until we get ready. I'm about to use enhancements on this lineup. Now, in order to sometimes get, you know, extra, a client to pay you extra, you have to use enhancements, right? So here I'm using an airbrush, and I got my little color mix, and I can do a video on that too if you all want to know, you know, what I use to mix my color and what airbrush I use and stuff like that. But I like to use something that looks natural, and y'all also know that I like, you know, hair fibers, because hair fibers give it a more fuller look. The only thing about using color is it lasts a little longer, right? So I felt like it was safe to use this airbrush on his hair, you know, and I kind of wanted to fill it in a little bit just because I knew he was thinning, but I knew that this would help reduce that, right? So that's what I wanted to do, and that's what I used right here to make it, you know, to make it look good. Now once we let it dry and we got everything all set, what I want to do now is get ready to line him up again, right? So I want to come in and I want to make everything sharp now. That's what I want to do. So this is where, you know, you focus in and you try to make everything as sharp as possible, right? And that's what I'm doing. The first time that I do a lineup, it's actually just like an outline. That's basically what it is. It's not the defining moment for the haircut for me, especially if I know I'm going to use enhancements, right? So since I knew I was going to use enhancements, I took my time. I made it as close as possible, as straight as I wanted it. So when I put my enhancements on the line, the original line that I made, it's gonna look natural. It's gonna line up exactly where I want it to be. All I have to do is sharpen it, intensify it, make it look that much better, right? So you see how the hair is looking now. The lineup is looking a lot more fuller, a lot more sharper. I'm taking my time, making sure that every curve, every line is sharp, right? So that's a part of it too. You have to want to be good at doing lineups, right? Lineups don't just happen like you just gonna happen to be good at it. you have to really want to be good at it, and that's something that I wanted to do. I wanted to be good at it, you know. So I took my time and I mastered what I felt like I needed to master. For everybody is different, right? But y'all see how this taper coming out. This taper looking nice, the fade, the lineup, everything looking nice and clean, right? So that's the end of this video. This is a taper. Easy steps. We didn't use a half, 1.5 guard. We didn't use the half guard, but we still got a great look on a taper, right? And always remember, just take your time, use both hands, make sure everything is clean to line up like a math problem, you know what I'm saying? Go back and check your work, baby. But anyway, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. You know how we do it. Also follow me on Instagram, it's Mr. Outliner. Also, I got my ebook for you if you want to get the ebook. We're gonna do that too. And then also, yeah, stay tuned for the wave pomade. But I got all types of products. I got all types of things going. You can find a lot of this stuff in the description box also. So anyway, like I said, until next time, love, peace, and hair grease. I'm out.